Hey there, it's me, guy who hasn't looked like he took in a shower in 5 days here, and also doesn't leave his house here. So I want to talk about something that's just been on my mind ever since, and it's about this one video game that just stands out to all the rest of the video games I have played throughout my 16 years of living on this godforsaken space rock. And it is this game called Shadow of Mordor and or Shadow of War. Both of those games, I'm gonna put those games together. Because both of them are good and they're almost the exact same game. So I'm just gonna call them together. So I'm gonna call them like the Mortal Shadow games. So basically, the Shadow games is just one of those games that it just stands out to me so much as a game that's just something that just refuses to die. It's just like Assassin's Creed Unity in that Assassin's Creed series. You know how Assassin's Creed Unity, it's still an amazing game that just refuses to die, and it has such good gameplay even though that game came out in like 2014. Well, the thing about the Shadow games is that it just does not refuse to die and how fun it is. I'm still playing this game for so long and it's still so fun. Even though the gameplay may seem repetitive, even though you know, depending which one you are, the different worlds I go to, different I guess areas you can say. I don't know what they're called. It's so good. The gameplay is so good. I think the thing that makes it like amazing the most is the Nemesis system. I think that the Nemesis system is really good. The only thing I hate about it is that WB Games just actually patented it, so no one else can use it and no other game can use the Nemesis system. I really hate that they did that. Like I feel like if games had the Nemesis system just like the Mortal games have, or the Middle Earth. I'm calling Middle Earth. I don't know why I call it Shadow. The Middle Earth games. I think every single game would be really good. But I don't know why they patent it just to the games itself, because I think anybody, anyone can use this system, and I don't know why they patented it themselves, which is kind of stupid. But that's the thing that makes it really good. I like the Nemesis system. I like the Nemesis system. I like building my own army. I'm gonna talk about War a lot because that's the one I'm grinding right now. It's a new one. But the same can go with Shadow of Mordor. I'm grinding my army right now. I'm still like at level I think 78 maybe. It's I want to reach the max level. I think it's 99. I want to, or actually no, it's probably higher than that. I want to keep grinding and see how far I can go. See if I can get my little my little tootsies up to the top of the leaderboard. Get that level. And I'm still playing it. I don't really hear a lot of people talking about. I don't really hear a lot of people talking about this game, even though that this game is still really good in my opinion. I think Talion is a really interesting character. Now the story is just something that I just don't really pay attention to. When it comes to the story in this game, it's just like your average story. I honestly, to be honest, I forgot the story, so I can't really talk about the story. But I will say that the story is okay. It's part of the game, but I never really pay attention to the story. I think the story is really good. I'm just someone who doesn't pay attention to the story in this game, because the thing that makes this game shine the most is amazing gameplay. I think that the gameplay in this game or the games is really fun. It's addicting, and I literally spend about freaking 5 hours of my unemployed life just playing the crap out of this game when I have free time. When I'm like if I need stress, if I need like anti-stressor, I'll probably boot up Middle Earth or Assassin's Creed Unity, one of the two, maybe flip a coin, and I'll play it just to de-stress for myself. A little therapy here. So it's just one of those games that's really good. I love building my orc army. It's very interesting in Shadow of War. It's a fun thing to do. Like I love that it's just I can recruit captains to my army. Raid some fortresses. You know, get my sword. Freaking stealth killing anybody. You can stealth in this game. I love being a stealthy guy is in my freaking YouTube channel name. I love the stealth in this game. It's really cool. All his abilities are so cool. The one where he can double jump. The one he can teleport, shadow kill, shadow strike. Executions. The executions in this game is really good, especially the brutal executions in Shadow of War. And even Shadow of Mordor, the freaking head executions and just like the executions in general are just really good. And I'm still grinding this game to this day. I can say so much about this game. It's just something that you just have to play in order to understand where I'm coming from. And it's just so good. It's just a good grindy game. Like, it's not a multiplayer game. It's a single player game because I am a single player casual gamer kind of guy. And this game is really good for me. It's almost like an MMO. in some sort of way, but it's more for like people who are like me, single player people who love single player games, because just like my relationship status single, or just like, how many times one can be multiplied into one single. So I'm a very good single person player game, and that's what I really love about this game. It's so good. Um, I wish I can show it to you guys right now. I mean, it's right here. Um, just looking at it, just excited to play it. But I had the game for so long. I love playing this game a lot. It really a big anti-de-stressor. Um, it's so good. I love Shadow of I love the Middle Earth games. It's so good. I will say that Shadow of War is better than not Middle. Shadow of War is better than Mordor, but both of them are respectively good. One of them has basically Shadow of War is basically just Shadow of Mordor, but it has more like animations, more areas to explore, more possibilities with like orcs building. I love when the orcs betray you. It's so like out of nowhere. I love it when you can recruit them. I love it like fortress. Sometimes when you do fortress infiltrations, it does tend to be quite annoying. It is pretty hard. Like when you infiltrate a fortress or even defending a fortress, they all tend to be very hard depending like what level you are. So like if you're going at a low level fortress at a very high level thing with like all like the different abilities for that fortress, or no, that's for when you defend. When you like with all the abilities that you have, getting the different things, having like a dragon, the guards and all those things, the ooks, orcs, it's so fun. It's really really fun. And it never gets old. You can always keep doing it. You can always defend your fortress. You can always infiltrate a fortress if you lost. If you lose to like defending a fortress, you can always take it back. Very easily, and you can always do like little side quests to like make it easier to infiltrate that fortress. Get rid of like defenses like walls and the powerful captains and all that. And usually there are some captains and like the overlords who are very like hard to defeat, and it's good. It's like really challenging. It's one of those games where at sometimes it can be very easy, like just a good little like I'm gonna play this game for fun, freaking kill ooks, kill orcs, have fun. And then there's some times when like infiltrating a fortress or like leveling up your character, it can tend to be pretty hard, you know. Especially that overlord fight. That's a very like hard fight in my opinion. Like just like three captains plus the overlord, and there's always like three enemies spawning like so many archers on the tops, and just people spawning out of nowhere. It's honestly very very challenging at sometimes, but Middle Earth is a really good game. It's just one of those, I guess you can say, underrated games because I never see anybody talk about it. I know one of my friends play, and he's a higher level than me because he's been playing it for so long. But it's just one of those games that you should just try. Yeah, Middle Earth just refuses to die. So if you want like a good thing, like start if you're a very good story person, like you wanna, Lord of the Rings guy or gal, and you wanna have play for the story, definitely get Mordor first. It sets it up because Shadow of War is a direct sequel to Mordor, so you wouldn't really understand the story. But if you're someone who's like me, more gameplay, mechanics, long term, definitely cop Shadow of War if you don't really care about the story. And I really hope that WB really can make Warner Brothers can make another Shadow Middle Earth game. That'd be really greatly appreciated. That'd be really good. And I really hope that Nemesis system thing can other people can use it. That's it. Thanks for watching. Freaking good game. Wow.